Good evening, friends. While doing the evaluating the peer group, I got some ideas I wanted to share over here. So, global aging. When one of the peer has said there is an impact of research and policy, how it is getting impacted, or it is having some kind of it is addressing policy and research issues in the global aging. So here I want to share one point. Uh, the old age definition, what it is given in his article, is around 65 years. So universally, we cannot have a age for or old age as definition as 65 because it's a context wise it has to vary, not only in a culture but within a culture also there could be a variation where we see a lot of my peer group or my colleagues or my friends, those who have been brought up along with me with my age, there is a lot of physical uh, there are differences, like somebody is more healthier than me and there are certain people who are seems to be very old because of the economic pressures and in the environments they are living. So even I found that they are not, their capabilities are either reduced. When I take this myself as a median, there's the lowest people or there's the highest people also. So I think the context wise we have to define, so we cannot have a generalized old age. But if we are taking in one culture, say I'm speaking about Indian culture, suppose if I'm taking Indian culture, I think 50 55 years age, I'm taking general old age, this thing. We have policies of 60 years. So where we are calling 60 years as a senior citizen, and old age pension also is being offered, I think, after 60 years to the people, those who are not getting a formal pensions, but the government gives a kind of old age pension. That means the this thing benchmark what we have, I think that has to be context wise we have to take it. And within the culture, when I said that there are different economic groups, sorry, there are variations in the education status or education levels and all. So thereby the age benchmarks might differ from people to people within a single culture. Another issue I wanted to speak about, there are parasite pensioners. Here I want to quote one or two examples where what I mean parasite pensioners. So we have in a family, in our culture, one is a pensioner who is retired from service, either government or private or wherever it is. He is drawing some pension. So specifically the government jobs where he is getting a pension. So within that pension, there is a sharing by other people within a family or within his immediate extended families. So one such example, like husband's pension is there, and wife is a parasite, and wife's pension is there, husband is a parasite because he was in privately engaged himself, and he has retired from the he has taken the retirement from his activity, whatever it is. Only he will not get a regular pension. So that is a parasites. Another this thing is there are some people, some of the families where a government retired person is one and then remaining all are dependents, so they're also growing along with him, and then the pension, but till he was in service they were depending on his or her salaries, and later they are also depending on the pensions. So I'll cite one example. One lady teacher, she is retired, and then her pension, it is supporting her sister and brother-in-law in a way, and both are not they are aged, but they don't have any formal job or a pension of sort. Similarly, we have some cases where we have people with dual pensions. I think they have worked in two services and getting two pensions. So where the excessive amount of pension amount, which is again social barrier for within the family or within a community. So that means the well-being of the pension and not having pension. This is one more peculiar thing. So in generalizing in our culture is very difficult because we have a peculiar stratification of our family structure. So research is required in different cultures, and with a micro this thing and a community based. So research should be there, and community based models should be there for policymakers, and even in research we have to carry it. Our this aging and gradual aging, as my peer colleague said, is a gradual aging, and consequences are also gradual. Hence, policymaker is getting sufficient time to think about policy making decisions for the aging group, because aging is not done is not happening. It's a process, is a slow process wherein we have a lot of time to observe. And he has also mentioned we should have a study for the elderly people, and this thing cross culture or cross country evaluation, and then we should study and then learn from different cultures or different places wherein there might be already policies implemented and all for these people. And overall everyone is worried about by 2050. I think there are a lot of aging populations will be there, and then working population is considerably reducing, and hence there'll be we have to start thinking. And timely these topics have come, the study has come here, and I think I should be personally interested in my culture, in my place, to connect my research or to associate with the research in this particular subject. So wherein anywhere I get an opportunity to do that. So this is what some of the points from the peer I got it. I wanted to share in a video form. Thank you. Good evening, friends. Let's understand what is an aging society in my point of view. So we had been given a lot of information on that, and a lot of